Every single e-commerce brand wants to increase their customer lifetime value. And most e-commerce brands think that increasing their customer lifetime value just comes down to email marketing and SMS marketing. But in fact, they're wrong. And while email and SMS marketing is very, very important, and we do this for our clients, there are other things you can do for retention marketing that allow you to build deeper connections with your customers, get them to become fans of the brand, and even get them to recruit other customers for you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some ideas with you for retention marketing, for how you can get customers to come back and buy from you again and again and again, and how they can spread the word of your business, of your products for you for free, so that you can experience exponential growth and not rely on Facebook CPAs, Facebook CPMs to keep customers coming in. Now, even though we're not going to be talking about email and SMS marketing directly in today's video, I still want to show you some proof that I'm qualified to speak on the topic of growing e-commerce brands via retention marketing. We do email and SMS marketing for 7, 8, and 9-figure e-commerce brands, and we help them grow their return on customer revenue, their lifetime value, and also their overall revenue by building high-performing email and SMS marketing programs. We also help to identify LTV targets and how to reverse engineer those targets to hit them via email and SMS, plus some other ideas that I'm going to be showing you in today's video. So quick refresh here on Klaviyo. As you can see, in this time period here, it's over $1.5 million in revenue, 33.81% of the total. And if you are looking for a partner to just hand over your email and SMS marketing to, we could be the one for you. So down below in the video description, the first link is one to my calendar. You can go ahead, book a call directly with me. If you want to browse around our website, you can come and look at our results, our testimonials, and yeah, all that good stuff. So hope to see you on a call soon. So let's get right into the video with the first idea for retention marketing, and that is brand partnerships. Now, there's two ways you can do brand partnerships. You have direct partners. These are people in the same industry selling to the same avatar. So let's just say that I'm selling phones. Then I'm also going to partner with people within the tech industry selling to the same avatar that would like my phone. So maybe people who sell cables or people who sell computer screens or tablets, right? There's a crossover with the industry and the products are similar in a way, okay? So that would be your direct partners. Your indirect partners, which is the other way of doing brand partnerships, is in a different industry. You're partnering with someone in a different industry selling to the same avatar. So if I'm selling apparel, but there's a food and beverage brand that sell to my same avatar, maybe they target women in their 30s, and so do I, then there's crossover with our audience. And if there's crossover with brand as well as audience, you could potentially do a partnership. And I'm going to give you some examples of those in just a moment. So how to partner? How do you actually do these partnerships? And what does it actually look like? Well, there's multiple things you can do together. You can run giveaways. You can collab on new product designs. You can send emails to each other's lists. You can do product placement inside shipping, packaging, and there's more to this, right? And I'm just going to pull up some examples of you to show you how brand partnerships actually look like in real life. So on my screen, I have pulled up here some examples of brand partnerships. This one right here is a direct partnership because you have two apparel brands coming together to create a product. So the two brands is Nike and Palace. Palace sell like skateboard clothing and skateboards, and Nike, okay? So this is obviously very, very straightforward, right? Direct brand partnership. Now I'm going to show you some indirect brand partnerships. By the way, if you're a new viewer here, my name is Jordan Hayes. I actually run a marketing agency where we help e-commerce brands scale their revenue profitably. Now, if you're running an e-commerce brand, you're doing over 100K per month in revenue, and you're facing challenges with scale, maybe your ads or your funnel is not working as well as it used to or should be, or even if it's just a lack of time and resource to put into scaling this part of the business, then that's exactly what we help with. So down below this video, there'll be a link to book a call with me. We'll have a conversation about your business, learn more about the challenges, your objectives, and see if there's a fit for us to work together. Worst case scenario, I can provide some insights as we're seeing with our other clients to help you at your current stage of your business. And as I mentioned, this is for brands who are doing at least 100K per month in revenue and they need help with scaling and obviously want to scale profitably. And in the way in which we help brands scale is we provide services across both customer acquisition and customer retention, done for you services which are completely hands-off. We take care of everything for you. And that includes media buying, CRO, landing pages, ad creative, email marketing, SMS marketing, overall growth strategy, lifetime value optimization, all that stuff, okay? So with that said, let's get back to the video. So this first one right here is Sniff, which is a company that sells candles and fragrance, and a bakery. Now, indirect partnership, because one is selling candles and fragrance and the other one is selling cookies, right? They don't sell the same product or they're not within the same industry, but they're likely targeting a similar avatar. And there's crossover because what they've done is that they've made the scent the smell of baking cookies, okay? So there's a lot of creativity and crossover there, and you can make it work. And Levain is the bakery, and if you go to their account, you can see that Levain is here, right? Another indirect partnership is Milk Bar with Bath & Body Works. So Milk Bar, they sell desserts, And Bath & Body Works, you guys know Bath & Body Works, they've collabed on some products, right? So some fragrance, it looks like, some lip balm, all these different things, but they're branded as Milk Bar, and likely the flavors are based around Milk Bar's products. So they're kind of like dessert flavors, but in the form of beauty products, okay? So you can see how it's indirect, meaning they're targeting the same avatar, but they're not selling products within the same industry. One is selling beauty products, one is selling food. Okay, it's different. So hopefully that gives you a good idea as to how direct and indirect partnerships actually look in the wild. So the next idea I want to talk about is in-person meetups. So what you can do is you can organize a meeting time and place in cities where most of your customers are based. You can get this from Shopify data and partner with a local business in that area, in that city, to co-host and share the cost of the event. You get content, you build brand connection with your customers, and you're likely going to get some sales from it as well. So what do I actually mean by this? So for example, let's just say that you look at your Shopify data and you say, wow, a lot of our customers are based in New York, or a lot of our customers are based in LA, or a lot of our customers are based in Miami. Then why not double down on those areas where you're getting traction? Not in the form of running ads to those areas, but co-hosting a meetup. And I say co-host just because if you start it, if it's the first meetup event you're doing, it could be good to co-host it with someone maybe who has experience, maybe has a space that you can rent out, and they can share some of the costs. Or you can say, hey, I'm going to bring 30 people. Can we, do a deal on the coffees or whatever, if it's a coffee shop, right? You can do something like that. And this goes a long, long way because you get content. People that come to your event are going to be creating content and posting on social. People are going to be like, what's this brand? Who they're talking about. And you're going to be able to build more deeper brand connection with their customers because they're going to be able to connect with you or your team. And they're also going to be able to meet other people, likely like-minded, and they're going to associate that value, those introductions with your brand, okay? This is very, very powerful. It is more on the less scalable side, but this stuff works, right? It's very grassroots, boots on the ground marketing. Again, most brands aren't willing to do this and most people watching aren't going to do it. But what that means is that the opportunity to do this is so, it's wide open, right? There's some brands that do this and they crush it. The next one is direct mail. And maybe you've already tested a little bit of direct mail. Maybe it has worked, maybe it hasn't worked. We've done a lot of direct mail. We see that it works best for warm audiences. So this could be existing customers who have purchased and have lapsed and haven't come back to buy, within, a 90-day period, 120-day period, depends on what you're selling. But that would be like a win back segment, right? You're trying to win them back as a customer. And you could also just target existing customers that have purchased and have not yet lapsed, so to speak, by the definition. But you have an opportunity to increase lifetime value. So rather than just sending them an email, introducing them to another product, what you could do is you could just send a direct mail postcard. And the cool thing with direct mail, if you use something like Postpilot, you can set up automated flows with direct mail so that every time a customer comes in, just like an email flow with a specific time delay, they'll get a direct mail physical mailer from you, okay? So that's just another thing you can do. Finally, I want to talk about packaging inserts. So every time you send an order to a customer, it is an opportunity to upsell. And the way you do this is that within the product packaging, within the box, the package, whatever you're selling and whatever you're shipping it in, include inserts, physical cards, inserts. And what you do is you can put different products on them, introduce customers to different products, and have a QR on the insert to scan, which goes directly to the product page to buy, okay? So simple. It takes a little bit of work to execute. And of course, you need to make sure that the product that is on the insert that the customer is getting makes sense for what they just purchased, right? If you are trying to get them to buy something completely different, it doesn't work and it kind of comes off a bit like weird and actually works against you. But if someone buys a lip balm and you say, hey, we think you'd love our body scrub, I don't know, something that is complementary or would be used by the same person and actually makes sense as a next purchase. Hey, check it out. By the way, as a thank you, here's 20% off. Or if you buy this, within the next 48 hours, guess what? You receive another free lip balm or whatever, right? Get creative, make it a very attractive offer, and you will get people to buy tons of products. Every time you send products out, you get someone to come back and buy from you again, right? Not everyone, of course, not every customer is going to do that, but you get my point, right? You're going to get a lot of those conversions coming through from that. So these are 4 different creative ways to get customers to come back and buy from you again, buy from you more often, ultimately spend more money with your business to increase their lifetime value per customer. And this is the game that is going to be in 2026 and beyond, is how do you increase lifetime value so much more than your competitors that you can spend more to acquire customers? Rising CPMs, rising customer acquisition cost doesn't matter, it doesn't affect you. And Facebook has an update, Facebook doesn't work for a month, doesn't affect you because you have exponential growth with your word of mouth marketing, with your customer loyalty. Your LTV is higher than it ever has been, and your enterprise value as a business as a result is growing. So hopefully these are, some good takeaways you can apply and start. I'd start with one of these to begin with. Don't try and do all 4. Start with one, double down on it, do it right, and see what the results are like, and tweak from there, tweak and test. And once you've done that one, you can move on to another one of these 4. So, save this video, bookmark this video, come back to it in the future to try the other 4 or the other 3 after you choose one to begin with. Okay. If you are looking for a partner to do email and SMS marketing for you, to come up with these, interesting ideas as well to help you with your retention marketing, it's exactly what we do. So down below, the first link in the video description is one to my calendar. Go ahead, book a time with me, and I hope to speak with you soon. That's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.